This video is proudly sponsored by NewType. Tools, accessories, model kits, these guys have it. Hop over to newtypeshq.com and use promo code UTAKUBuilder for 10% off on your next purchase. Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to another exciting episode from the good folks from Bandai Japan. So why don't we start things off with the 1/100 scale Master Grade Full Armor Gundam Furka from the feature-length film Gundam Thunderbolt. And without further ado, let's get to it. Welcome back, my dudes and dudettes, to part 2 of this awesome build of the Gundam Thunderbolt Furka. And if you guys haven't seen part 1, please stop the video and hop on over there. But if not, and you are watching part 2, kick back and relax and enjoy the video.
Some girls, they want the moon, handed down by this week's buffoon. But my heart makes no such demands. I've made this short list, please have a glance. stars, fancy clothes and big shiny cars, but I'm quite content right here. Please read my short list, it's quite sincere to just sleep in on
Alright, my dudes and dudettes, as this video is wrapping up, I want to share with you guys my thoughts and impressions about this model kit. And the negativity is very low, the positivity is really high, so it's in a nice little sweet spot. But the one thing I definitely need to really stress upon is the action base. Now, it is great that Bandai did take in consideration of including some form of an action base to it, but let's be real here, the two pylon pieces are pretty much just there to actually give you those ripple effects in the sleeves and knees. It doesn't really have any other purpose other than that, and it's not really stable to hold this heavy master grade up. So if you got the spare cash, just spend the extra 15 bucks and getting a proper 1/100 scale action base. Now, enough about that, let's talk about the goods. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that gave me some huge heads up pointers when I did post it in my YouTube community feed on what you really need to pay very close attention to when connecting the arms to the torso. Now, the way how it's designed, it's on a peg system, so you have to make sure that it's perfectly aligned when the arm is in the upright position when you're installing it. Because if you don't do it correctly and you're trying to turn it by force, you're going to strip the peg. So when you install that into the shoulder correctly, make sure it's nice and tight, then give it a twist. If you don't, then you're going to end up damaging an $80 model kit, which will eventually bum you out. So thank you for everyone that actually clued that in for me in my community tab. You guys are the best. Another small part that is slightly problematic is the plastic folding pieces for the elbows and knees. Now, in the instruction manual, it gives you an option to put it on the calves, as well as the ankles and the ball joint hip area. It's completely optional. But for me personally, I opted to not install it on there because the first time I did it, it worked it just fine, but there's definitely some limitations of moving the pieces, so you're very constricted on doing anything like flexible for action poses. So I opted out of just not putting it on there. Most importantly, there's like enough cool little detail there for those areas where you really shouldn't need to hide it. So that's the only thing I would really recommend. Just completely skip it. You don't need to install on. And the last small little tidbit is the hands. Now, some people might find this really annoying, but for me, I'm pretty neutral about it. If you're going to spend close to $80 on a master grade like this, you would expect some form of hand articulation, right? This one unfortunately does not have it, and that shouldn't be a problem because the weapon accessories that do come with this model kit require some form of a death grip. And what I mean by that is they have like a lock-in peg where you can connect the weapon to the hand, but at the same time keep it stationary so it doesn't wobble or fall apart. It's totally fine that they got pre-molded hands for this mobile suit, and I'm totally okay with that. But if you're not, and you want some hand manipulators, I recommend checking out some third-party sellers on eBay. I'm pretty sure they sell their own versions, although I think those are more designed for Kotobukiya model kits, but it doesn't hurt to look. I don't know anyone personally that makes them, but be prepared to do some custom painting because the hands for this mobile suit are white. Now, as for the positive parts, like the real good positives about this kit is it was such a treat to build. Like, I can't stress this enough. I hope my friend's watching this. I'll just, you know what, I'll put his name right there. Boom. I really do hope he's watching this video because I had so much fun building this. It's just the understanding of getting out of your comfort zone and learning new color temperatures, warms and colds, cools and neutrals was absolutely exciting because this Gundam has a unique color scheme that somehow it all works together quite beautifully with dark reds and subtle burnt oranges and translucent blue-white pieces and then bold dark blue pieces. It would be a nightmare for someone to actually try to get those colors accurately, but this kit somehow makes it work seamlessly, and I had so much fun building it. Not on top of that, I had so much fun trying to put this guy in really cool action poses, but yet again, you do need an action base to really pull off some really gnarly stuff. But I had so much fun putting on the water slide decals, and then putting in the LED lights and topping it up, doing some light weathering, just fun. If anything, it makes me really want to rewatch the feature-length film that came out 3 years ago, and I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it again. But all joking aside, if anything, this particular mobile suit has really encapsulated my interest in the original Universal Century Gundam. It feels more human, if that makes any sense. There's a sense of a realism to it compared to like Gundam Wing, Sea Destiny, G Gundam. That's a tangent for another time, but there's just something really cool about this particular Universal Century, and I like it. And if you guys haven't taken the chance to see the film, it's pretty much an action film, but the characters feel a lot more human than like your standard traditional Japanese animated film. I would highly recommend you guys check it out. I enjoyed it back then. I still enjoy it now. And I'm pretty sure you can find it on DVD and Blu-ray or whatever streaming service that has it. I don't think Funimation has it just yet. But, yeah, if you guys want to give this kid a shot, check it out. I highly recommend you guys check it out, if you got the cash to spare to do so. Now, I've been hearing people saying that I'm going to be building the other Master Grade / Furkai. That ain't going to happen because I have no room for that kid in my house. But, you know, I said it wasn't going to build Thunderbolt 4 years ago, so only time will tell. And with that being said, thank you dudes and dudettes for watching this video. I do appreciate you guys, the likes and subscribes. And if you guys like to see this and you want to see more, please subscribe and hit that bell and like. And I'll see you dudes and dudettes on the next video. Later.